Hello everyone. I hope you are okay, and I really hope, guys, that the preparations towards your final examination are going smoothly. This video will be about the 2023 examination question paper, which was written in the province of KwaZulu Natal. I will mainly focus on question 3, which is just analytical geometry. All right, together. But before we start, guys, please make sure that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please do subscribe. Okay. Question 3. I'm told that in the diagram below, A, B, C, and D are 4 vertices of a quadrilateral. Okay, the first thing they want me to find is the gradient of line AD. For me to find the gradient, I'll simply say, now let me write at the top because I need room to write. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Y2, I can just take the y value at point A minus the y value at point D all over the x value at point A minus the x value at point D. Then I'll get 4 over 10, which is 2 over 5. So the gradient of line AD is just 2 all over 5. Okay. Second question, they want me to determine the equation of line BC, which is parallel to line AD. For me to find the equation of a line, I only need 2 things. I need a point and a gradient. Are we together? I need a point and a gradient. So if I have those 2 things, I'll simply substitute them in this equation. Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1, right? In this case, both y1 and x1, they represent the point on the line, and then m is the gradient. M is the gradient, ne? My point, I have a point there, the point of coordinate B, ne? I know that the y value is -1 and the x value is 2. And then for the gradient, I was told that these 2 lines are parallel. Parallel lines, they will always have the same gradients. Are you together? So I'll simply have 2 over 4 over 5 here. And then now I can find the equation of my line. Let me write it in black. I'll have y plus 1. Then I'll have 2 over 5x minus 4 over 5. Y is equal to 2 over 5x minus, whenever I subtract 1, negative 4 over 5 minus 1, I'll get negative 9 over 5. Let me confirm. Negative 4 over 5 minus 1 it's negative 9 over 5. Okay, so my equation will be just y is equal to 2 over 5x minus 9 over 5. I'm told to determine the coordinates of E, the midpoint of BD. Okay, E is the midpoint. Let me erase here so that I can write properly. Since E is the midpoint, I'll simply use the midpoint formula to get the coordinates of the midpoint. How can I do so? I know that E is the midpoint, right? How do I get the midpoint? X1 plus x2 all divided by 2, y1 plus y2 all divided by 2, ne? Okay. I can since E is the midpoint of line BD, right? I can simply take the x value at D plus the x value at B, all divided by 2. Then for y, I'll take the y value at D plus the y value at B, all divided by 2. And then I'll get my coordinates of E as -2 and -1/2. So the coordinates of E are -2 and -1/2. So E, according to the midpoint formula, I get -2 and -1/2. Okay, given that the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, calculate the coordinates of C. Excuse me. Okay, I'm told that I have a parallelogram. Ne? The properties of a parallelogram simply means that the diagonals of the two lines will always bisect one another. So E is not only the midpoint of line BD, E is also the midpoint of what? Of line AC. Are you together? I know that for me to find the x value at E, I can simply say x value at E. I can find it when I say the x value at D plus the x value, not x value at D rather, the x value at A plus the one at C, all divided by 2. Why am I using the average? Because point E is at the midpoint. Are you together? I just found out that the x value at E is -2. The x value at A, I know it's 4, it's given there, but I don't know the x value at point C. Are you together? So what I'll do, I'll just solve for the x value at point C, right? I'll just multiply both sides by 2. I'll get a -4 is equal to 4 plus the x value at C. So the x value at C is equal to a -8. Are you together? Okay, now I know that x is equal to -8. Now I need to find y. For y, I'll simply do the same thing. I know that the y value at point E, I will get it when I say y value at A plus the y value at C rather, all over 2. I do know that my y value at C is equal to a -1/2. Excuse me. And the y value at point A, it was given to me. I have 4. I don't know what is the y value at C. All I need to do is to cross multiply. Is to multiply both sides by a 2. Né? Whenever I do that, I'll be left with -1 this side, and on the other side I'll have 4 plus y value at C. So therefore I can conclude that the y value at C is a -5. Are you together? I've just used the midpoint. Why? Because E is both the midpoint of DB and AC. Why am I saying that? Because I was told that ABCD is a parallelogram, and for the properties of the parallelogram, I know that the diagonals of a parallelogram, they will always bisect one another. So the coordinates of C, I got -8 and -5. Yeah, -8 and -5. Okay, given that PQRS are the vertices. Okay, given the points PQ, R, and S Determine the values of x if PQ is perpendicular to RS. Okay, now it's a different thing now. If PQ is perpendicular to RS, I know that the gradient of line PQ multiplied by the gradient of line RS should give me a -1, because whenever I take the products of two perpendicular lines, the answer should be always a -1. So how can I find the gradient of line PQ? PQ, I'll simply take the y value at Q minus the y value at P all over the x value at Q minus the x value at P. Why did I write P there? The y value at P is 3. Multiply. Let me write this one in green because it's a different gradient. The gradient of line RS, I'll simply take the y value at S, at point S, which is 4, minus the y value at point R, which is 1, all over the x value at point S, and that is x, and minus the x value at point R, which is -4. This thing should give me a -1. Are we together? Then for the blue part, 4 minus 3, I know I'll get 1. 1 minus a -2, I'll get a 3 at the bottom. Multiplied by 4 minus 1, I know I'll get a 3 there. And then x minus a -4, I'll simply get x plus 4. This is equal to 1. Are we together? I'm supposed to solve for x, right? But these two things can just cancel one another because I'm dividing, and then I'll be left with 1 all over x plus 4 is equal to -1. I can just okay, let me not try to be let me not try to be fancy. Let me just cross multiply now. I'll be left with 1 on the left hand side. On the right hand side, I'll have x plus 4. Then I'll have, let me continue on the other side. I'll have 1 is equal to -x minus 4. Are you together? When I take the -4 to the other side, it will be positive. Then I'll have 5, positive 5 is equal to -x. If I divide both sides by -1, therefore x will be equal to -5 as well. So immediately whenever they tell you that two lines are perpendicular, they are telling you that the product of the gradients of those lines is equal to -1. All you need to do is to just solve for that particular variable, unknown variable. I hope the video, guys, was fruitful, and I hope you are enjoying analytical geometry. Stay tuned, guys, and wait for more videos. Sharp.